Morning, everybody, and welcome to the Sleep Info Line Zoom. And I'll hand over to Kathy Melton.
Okay, good morning, everybody, and thank you, Sarah, for putting out the invitation to Sleeping with Me. And nice to see everyone's keeping up with their sense of humour. That always helps to manage the symptoms better. Okay, so sleep is a naturally recurring condition of rest in which there is unconsciousness with the nervous system inactive and muscles relaxed. This is the Oxford Dictionary definition of sleep. A good night's sleep is vital for physical, mental and emotional well-being and is even more important as the body requires time to repair and rebuild itself. Normal sleep patterns are characterised by a regular bedtime and a similar amount of sleep each night. Your sleep pattern is set by your body clock. This follows the 24-hour clock and is called the circadian rhythm. Circadian rhythms are 24-hour cycles that are part of the body's internal clock, running in the background to carry out essential functions and processes. One of the most important and well-known circadian rhythms is the sleep-wake cycle. Different systems of the body follow circadian rhythms that are synchronized with a master clock in the brain. This master clock is directly influenced by environmental cues, especially light, which is why circadian rhythms are tied to the cycle of day and night. When properly aligned, a circadian rhythm can promote consistent and restorative sleep. But when this circadian rhythm is thrown off, it can create significant sleeping problems, including insomnia. Research is also revealing that circadian rhythms play an integral role in diverse aspects of physical and mental health. Light is the most powerful influence on circadian rhythms. During the day, light exposure causes the master clock to send signals that promote alertness and help keep us awake and active. As night falls, the master clock initiates the production of melatonin, which is a hormone that promotes sleep, and then keeps transmitting that signal that helps us stay asleep through the night. In this way, our circadian rhythm lines up our sleep and wake times with day and night. This cycle then gives the body opportunity to have a restorative rest period ready for increased daytime activity. Sleep disorders are one of the most disabling of the non-motor Parkinson's symptoms. In Parkinson's, sleep can become disturbed and is commonly reported and can even predate the diagnosis. Sleep disturbance can be challenging for both the person with Parkinson's and for their partner. It can lead to fatigue, it impacts on cognition, and can result in injury, all of which reduce the quality of life. Sleep plays a major role in memory consolidation and thus impacts on cognition. Long-term sleep problems are thought to play a role in the development of neurodegenerative conditions. Sleep problems increase mood disorders, cognitive decline and dementia. Sleep disturbance can increase reaction time, reduce fine motor skills and increase impulsivity, which makes the Parkinson's symptoms worse. Sleep disturbance can be divided into 3 stages. Early sleep stage, which can be caused by discomfort and or anxiety. The mid-sleep stage insomnia can be caused by the nighttime urination and sleep apnea. The 3rd stage is early awakening and can be due to depression or a mood disorder. The symptoms of Parkinson's really impact on sleep. These include the tremor, rigidity, dyskinesia, depression, nighttime urination, pain, dystonia, breathing issues, Rem Sleep Disorder and Restless Leg Syndrome. There may also be other underlying causes of the sleep problems which may be unrelated to Parkinson's, and these need to be investigated. Common complaints about sleep from people with Parkinson's are that the medication's not lasting a full time, that is wearing off, the difficulty getting in and out of bed, difficulty turning over in bed, at nighttime need to get up to the bathroom overnight, sometimes several times, dystonia or prolonged muscle cramping, anxiety and depression, fluctuating blood pressure, increased daytime sleepiness, restless legs, pain, sleep apnea, and the Rem sleep disorder, vivid dreams. Sleep issues should always be discussed with the neurologist, and a medication review may be able to improve the symptoms and manage the things better to improve sleep, which it then impacts on the rest of your day. Rem sleep disorder or dream enhancement disorder occurs in people with Parkinson's. Rem sleep behaviour disorder is common in people with Parkinson's and can be an early sign of Parkinson's before other symptoms develop. It occurs in the dreaming part of sleep. Normally, when people dream, their muscles are paralysed, with only the eyes and the tiny little ear, 3 little hammer, anvil and stirrup in your ear canal that are able to move during sleep. Due to the changes in the brain that Parkinson's causes, the muscles are not paralysed during the Rem sleep time, allowing movement of arms and legs vigorously, possibly injuring their partner. People may act out a violent dream. They may or may not be able to remember this later. People experiencing Rem sleep disorder need to consider safety measures for both themselves and their partner, and put in place some interventions to reduce the risk of injury to themselves or their partners. Now, these measures may include clearing the area around the bed, making sure no sharp areas, edges or glass, anything that can be broken, knocked over, using a large pillow barrier between their partner, considering sometimes staying in the same room but having single beds, lowering the bed to make it less a chance of injury if you do fall out, which sometimes people do. A person with Parkinson's should also be checked for issues with sleep apnea. Alcohol should also be avoided before bed. Another way to manage this could be also to be making sure that you're giving good information to your neurologist, your GP, so they can make some informed decisions about whether melatonin, which is a very safe medication, could be used to try and reduce that dream disorder. Also, clonazepam is also used to manage the Rem sleep disorder by trying to reduce that dream problem, but it has side effects which can impact on your balance and increases daytime sleepiness, which is not a good effect. Now, restless leg syndrome is the overwhelming need to move your legs and is usually worse at night, causing a major impact on your sleep pattern. Restless leg syndrome can occur when nerve cells are damaged, reducing the amount of dopamine produced, and this can then cause those muscles to spasm and involuntary leg movements. Prior to any treatment being commenced, a check should be made on the lower leg circulation, checking for peripheral neuropathy and also for iron deficiency. That can have an impact on your legs as well. Treatment for restless leg syndromes includes treating those underlying causes or ruling them out, and then sometimes the dopamine agonists, codeine and gabapentin can also be used medications under medical supervision. They can also have that side effect of excessive daytime sleepiness, so sometimes it's a bit of a trade-off there. Sleep apnea is a condition where a person momentarily stops breathing whilst asleep. This causes them to wake, take a few breaths and then go back to sleep again. They don't usually have a memory of this happening because it's brief, but it disturbs their sleep. The symptoms of sleep apnea include loud snoring, choking noises while asleep, and that prolonged intake of breath. This also ends up causing excessive daytime sleepiness. Treatments for sleep apnea include weight loss, repositioning in bed, and the use of the CPAP machine. And a review of the medication regime may also manage these symptoms better. Now, there's some sleep hygiene, which things that can help to improve your sleep, because it's a very difficult and impactful non-motor symptom of Parkinson's. Now, these things in this list. Make a regular nighttime routine, exercise regularly, manage pain issues, and that includes with medication, hot packs, repositioning, making sure you're comfortable. Avoid large meals in the evening. Get enough sunlight to promote that healthy circadian rhythm. Make a plan for tomorrow in the early evening to give you time to relax so you don't have all those things rolling around in your mind when you're getting into bed. You need to relax before you go to bed. So things that relax you. So you need to look at what relaxes you, reading, music, those types of things to start chilling out before you get into bed. Avoid that heavy exercise before bed. Ensure that your bedroom is a calm and comfortable place. It's used for sleeping and intimacy only. It needs to be a comfortable temperature because we all know that people with Parkinson's have very big issues controlling their temperature, hot or cold. Go to bed when feeling sleepy. Reduce daytime napping. It's very easy to feel fatigued when you're not getting a good night's sleep and to fall asleep off and on in the chair. It's a better idea to have that afternoon short nap and then get back up, and then that makes it less impactful on your nighttime sleeping. Reducing noise and light in the bedroom, including those digital clocks, which are, that light, or having your phone, your computer, all those electronic gizmos people are very attached to, making sure they're all turned off. Avoiding caffeine before bed, avoiding alcohol before bed, and smoking, avoiding illicit drugs. Reducing the time when in bed when you're not actually asleep. If you wake up, sometimes it's better to get up, take a break, do some of the things that relax you, and then go back to bed and try to get some sleep after that. It's very stressful to lie in bed waiting, trying to get back to sleep. Setting an alarm clock, not those digital types, but the alarm clock, so that you can relax and think it's okay because I've got that clock set to wake up for whatever time you need to be getting up the next morning. Avoid sleeping with pets. Pets can be very disturbing to people at night. Now, avoiding using that computer and the mobile phone immediately before bed. A lot of the younger people, really, that's very impactful on their sleep patterns these days, and they're perfectly healthy. So it's very important to have that downtime to relax, to try and help yourself relax and get a good night's sleep. Okay, thank you.